And you still have time to see a new musical making Broadway history.
Oh, yeah, it is called How to Dance in Ohio, and it's significant for several reasons. But one standout is that it stars 7 lead actors on the spectrum, all playing characters with autism.
Hear, hear.
So the musical is based on a Peabody Award-winning documentary of the same name and follows these young adults as they get ready for their first formal dance.
To get all dolled up in a suit or a dress and dance. Because victory is only a possibility if you take your chance.
I'm just gonna say it, Broadway still makes me believe. It really, really does. That was Caesar Samayoa, who you may recognize from Come From Away. Here he plays Dr. Emilio Amigo, the man who runs the group psychology center that's putting on the spring formal we were talking about.
Oh my goodness, I already feel good about this. And he's joining us live this morning. Hello and welcome to New York Living, Caesar.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here, thank you.
We're so happy to have you. We love Broadway here on this show, and we love when you wonderful, talented, amazing human beings stop by to hang out with us.
Thank you, thank you.
We just discovered these streets are your streets.
These streets are my streets.
Shout out where you're from.
115 in Lexington, you could still see my parents' Botanica there, Paco's Botanica.
Paco's Botanica.
I love it.
Which you knew, I think.
Yeah, I did. My godmother grew up not far away from there.
Oh, I love this.
So New York is home for you.
New York is home, definitely. I'm from the tri-state area, and this is home. I can't imagine living anywhere else.
Wait, speaking of the tri-state area, can you just shout out for the people who didn't hear before we started where you went to high school?
I went to high school at Bergen Catholic.
There we go.
I went from Bergen Catholic. Hello.
There we go. I love it. He really is covering all the tri-state bases.
That's right.
The musical is kind of sweeping the Broadway community with just positivity and joy. I haven't known you very long. You seem like you kind of just emanate that.
Oh, thank you.
What does it mean to be a part of a show that kind of gives off those vibes and spreads that message?
You know, this show has been life-changing. I think I can speak for everyone on this, for everybody involved. It has opened a door of accessibility and being seen that has never been opened on Broadway. As you mentioned, every character that is autistic is played by an autistic actor. There are autistic men and women in lead positions backstage and in every department in our theater, and that's never been done on Broadway before.
No.
Oh my goodness.
He is a part
you guys are pioneers.
of history. So how does that approach putting on this production, how does it make that different, or what were the challenges in doing something like that?
Well, I could sum it up this way. Our first day of rehearsal, which has about hundreds of people in the room, everyone who's involved, the first question we were each asked was, what are your access needs? And
Not
they
something
were,
you hear all the time?
they were taken note of and acted upon. And I can't imagine going back to a rehearsal room that is not that open and accessible ever again.
Wow.
You know, you mentioned the word accessibility now. What else is unique about this show when it comes to accessibility?
My God, you go to the theater and you will absolutely feel welcome there. There are spaces, there are cool down spaces. You are told exactly what's going to be happening, what to expect. So if you may have trouble with brighter lights, with you know, bigger sounds, you'll know what to expect when it's coming. And you're also going to have an incredible time. It's a beautiful, massive Broadway show.
Wow, that is wonderful to hear how far we have come.
Yes.
On the Great White Race. You played Dr. Amigo, Dr. Friend.
Yes, Dr. Emilio Amigo.
I love that, and I understand you actually got to meet the actual Dr. Amigo, is that right?
I did. We first met over Zoom, and then we got to meet on opening night, and I got to experience Dr. Amigo and all of his clients that the show is based upon on opening night. We got to bow together.
Oh my God!
You know, that is incredible. And we mentioned, you know, there's the show, and then it's also based off of real people. Yeah. So what has the feedback been, I wonder, or the response to the show from those real people? And then also from everyone who comes to see it.
Again, I think it's a bit overwhelming and life-changing. You know, this is an incredible story that we're putting forward, and an incredible message of openness and how to take a leap in your life. And people always say like, wow, that's my story, right? How did my story end up being a Broadway musical when all I was doing was getting ready for a dance, not realizing that they were about to help change the world a bit.
Right? So what in your life do you bring, or what part of you, Caesar, do you bring to this show? Because I feel like you are so seamless that the show's adopted you and you've adopted the show.
Oh my gosh, I love that you said that. I definitely feel like this role has been gifted to me, you know, from this team. I am so honored to be doing this. I bring, you know, coming from parents who are immigrants in this country, and understanding what that takes to take the next step, to open up doors, to take a leap. And that's what this show is about, you know? So I feel like I've kind of lived this a little bit.
I bet.
That's incredible. Also incredible is the other amazing show that I have had the chance to see that you were a part of, Come From Away.
Oh, wow. I'm so happy you're bringing that
up. My mom saw that show 3 times, by the way. She loved it.
And
then she
it is the norm. That's the norm.
Then she took my sister and I say, we're like, oh, we get it now. Another really uplifting, kind of a positive spin on a not so positive historical event.
Exactly.
We understand that when you were first approached about being in the show, you're a little skeptical.
Absolutely.
So please elaborate.
Well, I was told exactly what the show is not about. I was told that, do you want to audition for a musical about 9/11?
Oh, what?
And that's not it. You know,
no.
I'm a New Yorker, and we were here. I don't need to elaborate on that. But I said no, and then my agent said, will you please read the script? And I read the script, and I knew immediately that I had to be a part of it in some shape, way, or form.
Yeah.
Because it's about the humanity that happened after that event. About showing how the smallest act of kindness can change the world.
Right. It only takes one small act, you pick.
I feel like that must have been such a moment for you. I mean, thank God your agent was like, please read the script.
Right.
And you said yes, because you're from New York.
Yep.
You were here during 9/11. This is a show on Broadway in New York. Like, what a bigger than you thing to be a part of.
It's huge. And what's overwhelming to me is that it's become such a huge show and such a huge event, and yet it's about the simplest thing.
Sure.
It's about being kind to one another.
Oh.
Amen to that. So you're a New Yorker. Can we do a little rapid fire and test your New York trivia, your New York knowledge?
Uh-oh, yes, okay.
When you're traveling these main streets, are you walking, taking the bus, or taking the train?
I'm taking the train.
Ooh,
I'm taking the train.
yeah. Order at the bodega.
Oh, it's always egg and cheese.
Not bacon, egg, and cheese.
No, for me, it's sausage, egg, and cheese on a roll.
Okay, see, that's the Jersey coming.
Real
time at Bergen County. Okay, favorite borough?
I'm in Brooklyn right now.
BK all
I don't
day.
think you're
BK.
going to drag me out of Brooklyn. I love
Wow.
it so much.
Okay.
Favorite place in Brooklyn, since it's your favorite borough, to kind of just sit and be?
Sit and be. I'll take Boerum Hill, Cobble Hill, Fort Greene. Yeah.
All wonderful spots.
All the haunts.
Yes.
This has been a pleasure for us. Thank
This
you
has
so
been
much.
amazing. Thank you for having me here.
Congrats again.
Thank you, and please come see our show.
I cannot wait. We got a long list of shows we got to go see.